A Southwood cowboy is the very model of a modern major general. Number 31 back then is now a two-star general who was in charge of the largest civilian air rescue in history. Rick Rowe brings you our hometown Patriot Air Force Major General Charles Bolton.
It was 1989, man.
Ever opened up an old yearbook and wondered, whatever happened to him?
Where am I at? Bolton. Right there. Look at that. See that curly hair?
Look at you.
Curly hair, rolled up sleeves.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's the way we rolled back then.
Back then, Charlie Bolton was number 31 for the Southwood Cowboys.
Where else?
What'd you weigh back in those days?
I weigh about the same as I do now, but it's not proportioned the same way.
He loved football and was good at it, but not sure about the rest of his life.
This is where it all started for me, you know? And there used to be like a sign like that in the locker room. But today, my football coach, Ron Worthen, because I played football here, put me on the recruiting list to play football at the academy, which I did for a couple years. You gonna join the Air Force? Maybe? And then I had my sophomore English teacher saw something in me academically and wanted to help me out there. Navy? You want to join the Navy? Can I talk you into the Air Force instead? She inspired me to get into a bunch of clubs and activities. I hear the Honor Guard is still kicking butt too. And so those two things came together, got me into the Air Force Academy, which kept me in the military. And 35 years later, here I am as a two-star general, so yeah.
That Major General today commands the 18th Air Force at Scott Air Force Base in Illinois. He is the commander of 12 flight wings representing more than 400 aircraft and 36,000 airmen.
We provide global reach for America. We're either refueling a fighter or a bomber, lots of times the B-52s out of Barksdale, or we're carrying the Army or some of our other joint partners to the fight or out of the fight on a daily basis.
In Afghanistan, a few years ago, General Bolton was in charge of the largest civilian air rescue in history.
There's 220 C-17s in the fleet, 223 to be exact. We had 120 alone flying in this operation. There were 47 parked on the ramp at Al Udeid in Qatar. So much so that aircraft has 2 runways and we had to close down one of the runways just to park aircraft. We had so much going on at that time. Unprecedented. Largest airlift evacuation ever in history.
And it all started on Normandy Drive.
Didn't grow up with anything special. We lived over on Normandy Drive by the old AT&T plant.
A young man with the right stuff who just kept doing the right thing.
You know, when you surround yourself with good people and you do good things happen to you. Again, it goes back to kind of my mantra, you know, if you make it happen every day, if you do your job well every day, and you try to make not only yourself better, but those that are better around you, you will leave a legacy. And it will come back to pay good dividends for you.
And if you'd like to nominate a Hometown Patriot, go to ktbs.com/hometownpatriot or send an email to hometownpatriot@ktbs.com.